Hello, my name is Mr. Buzza, and I'm going to be your online teacher for the blended portion of your physical education course. Now, whether you're in grade kindergarten or grade 12, this applies to you. During the week, you're going to meet with Mrs. Sigma, and she's going to be your gym instructor. She's going to have tons of stuff for you to do. You're going to work through different units, and you're going to sweat, and you're going to smile. You're going to have a great time. And that's one major portion of this course. It's really important that you attend class and that you give it your best every time you go to class. And Mrs. Sigma and I work together to give you or assess you as to where you're at for your physical and health education programming. Now, again, I'm the one who will be meeting with you in the online stuff. And here's the good news. The written part of this course is very, very minimal. What you're going to find are there two parts. The first thing is weekly logs. It's the first and it's probably the most important. Throughout the course of the year, every week you should be checking in and completing a weekly log. And what it looks like is it's a 5-question quiz. So don't freak out when you see that there's a quiz. It's a quiz in that there are 5 things I want you to answer. And you're going to answer these things. It's going to say, did you come to class? And did you get enough physical activity? And the things we're looking for is we want to know that you've had at least 90 minutes of intense physical activity. Here's the good news. If you showed up for class, you got those 90 minutes in. The other 90 minutes are made up of your own activity, and that could be even walking, jogging, hiking, whatever, biking. And we want to make sure you've got at least 60 minutes of that and 30 minutes of stretching. And let me be clear, it's at most 30 minutes of stretching. Some people like to do a lot of stretching, not a lot of physical activity. So in total, you need to do 180 minutes of physical activity a week, 90 of which should be intense activity, which we count the class as 90 minutes. And then the other could be moderate or stretching. Sorry, that's a lot of gobbledygook. Here's the point. Each week you need to connect with me and check in about the physical activity you've been doing throughout the week. Be honest. If you had a lazy week, you sat watching Netflix and eating chips, tell me that. At least you're going to get credit for your honesty. I'll know that you showed up for class, but then the rest of the time, you didn't do a whole lot of work. Along with the weekly logs, which again, I can't stress the importance enough of, are the written assignments. And here's where physical and health education gets really easy when it's a blended course. There are like 2, at the most 3 assignments every term. And you're going to have to do a little bit of research, a little bit of work, and submit those throughout the term. Now, you don't have to wait to the end of the term. A lot of people feel like because I've arranged that in the course that you should do that at the end of the term. You can do that throughout or at the beginning of the term. But get those done and submit those, and that becomes a part of your theoretical, your knowledge-based, things like nutrition, health, kind of social parts of physical and health education. Those are the things covered in the online portion. At the very end, I would like you to do a self-assessment and a course assessment, just so we can get better. Can I say it one more time? The weekly logs are incredibly important. Don't leave them. Just get through them. Make a schedule. Make it once a week that you submit a weekly log, and you won't be nagged by me to make sure that you're staying on track with the course. Show up for class. Do the weekly logs. I'm here to help. Mrs. Sigma is going to be amazing. Have a great year with your physical and health education course in the blended class. Goodbye.